our next guest in Alex Rider on Prime Video, as well as in Bridgerton on Netflix. She's got another series on Netflix. It's called One Piece Into the Grand Line, and it's streaming now.
Sorry, but I need your ship.
Please welcome back to the show, Charithra Chandran. I was watching this scene, I was talking to the audience, I was like, do you ever feel like that emotionally sometimes? Just like,
It's so cathartic.
yes.
Oh my God.
Do you like doing all that kind of stuff, the action in it?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite.
Okay, you look like you're having a good time. What an actor.
Thank you so much. I mean, I when they first showed me the clip of it, I was like, I look really badass.
Yeah.
Don't know if I felt that way filming it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I hope this...
The choreography of it?
But yeah, we have an incredible stunt team and
yeah,
they killed it.
So wait, for people who aren't familiar, it kind of explained One Piece for everybody.
So One Piece is basically a pirate adventure, and it follows around these incredibly lovable but crazy pirates called the Straw Hat Crew, each pursuing their own personal dream, with the captain looking for the One Piece. And they basically travel to different places and often get into trouble.
Yeah.
But also profoundly help and change the people that they interact with.
Yeah. Who's your character? What's your character's name again?
So when we meet her, she's introduced as Miss Wednesday, a baddie and assassin.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's revealed that she's actually someone else who's very different and who has a very specific mission on hand. But you guys are gonna have to watch it.
What a great tease.
Yes.
Well done, ma'am. Yes.
So much. All that training.
At Oxford. I heard, yeah, you went to Oxford.
Yeah.
Who goes to Oxford? Who are you?
Oh,
I graduated high school. That was cool. Yeah. I'm winning, it's fine. But no, you were recruited, I hear, and I have to ask this because I've always wondered. You were recruited by a consultant agency, like fresh out of college, right? Yeah. Okay, for those of us who didn't go to Oxford or just graduated high school, you can't answer with consult. You can't say consult. What does a consultant agency do? I feel like...
Can I say consulting?
No, it's like, because I feel like it's the job, you might be too young for this, like on Friends, like Chandler, like nobody knew what he did. No, you could say the job a billion times and it's like, so what you do is, like, is it analytics? Like, what is it?
In Friends? Is that where he works? In like a random place?
No. No.
Does he work?
No. New York. But no, you're young. That's what I was saying. I pulled a show that was like,
He moves and then they have to do long distance and that's a thing, right?
Oh, you are in it. I didn't even remember that. Okay, but no, don't get away from the question. So, I'm not letting you out. No, it's like, you consult, but like is one hired by multiple, you're from Oxford, you can tell that. Yeah,
so basically, it's like professional services, which again is as abstract as consulting. But essentially, you go into any place that's an institution. So that could be a studio, that could be a hospital, that could be a charity, that could be government, that could
any
be
kind of business,
mining, business, any institution.
Okay.
And essentially they will have a problem. Any problem. It could be, how do I increase profits? How do I introduce a new product?
So it's analytics. So it's basically like,
But any problem that they have, the bad side is like, how do we downsize all this?
Yeah.
And whatever problem they have,
you're
the
those
consultant fixes
You got to get rid of all
Not
these
anymore.
people. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not anymore, right? Escape.
I'm just kidding. No, I just found it was so funny when I read that. I was like, she's gonna get so mad, but I'm gonna ask her what the hell this means, because I feel like people will be like, oh, he's in consulting, and I'm like, what does that mean, really, though? Like, and I guess it's different for whatever job you're hired for. But yeah,
but I will say, on a dating app, if anyone ever says they're a consultant, I would presume unemployed. Like, ask immediately. Ask immediately. Is that bad?
No. Also, So,
Self-employed
not
actors
everyone,
are-
but if they say they're an actor or musician and you don't know
DJ.
anything they've been in, DJ, they probably are gonna need your money.
Yes.
So you've been in a couple big shows that really support representation. How do you feel about the representation of it? Because I feel like there's pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
I think of it as like Leonardo da Vinci. Oh my God, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
No, but
You're
let
from
me land the
Oxford,
plane.
go.
Yeah, let me land the
Yeah,
plane.
yeah.
It's like painting the Sistine Chapel,
Yeah.
right? Which is work, and it's a responsibility. But for me, and this is specifically for me, I don't want to speak for other actors of color. For me, it is like the work that I want to be doing. It is a responsibility, but it's one that I take immense pride in.
Passion.
And like, I want that because I really do think I'm a pretty good representative. And also, I didn't have any growing up. So yeah, there is pressure for sure.
Yeah.
You do worry like, oh my goodness, if I mess up or don't measure up to expectations, what doors have I potentially shut for other people?
Yeah.
Like, you definitely think about those things. But like I said, I think it is absolutely the responsibility that I do want to have.
That's the best kind of
Yeah.
teacher, though, I think, and best kind of role model is that you just love what you do and you're doing it. It's that simple. I think we complicate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. And I also think just, you know, being relatable, which I know is like also not true because I'm in borrowed clothes with like a team helping me get ready on TV with loads of cameras.
Yeah.
But I think a lot
This
of
isn't
my
like your
life-
everyday life.
It's not
for
exactly
sure, yeah.
that. It's not everyday life. And I really try to present my
Other
real
days
life-
you're consulting.
Yeah, exactly. Other days I'm unemployed.
Yeah. It is true.
I'm not even lying.
That's our jobs. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interject. I just went for the joke. I'm so sorry. We need a short break.
Yeah.
Wait, One Piece Into the Grand Line is streaming now on Netflix.